They told Daniel Mercer he wasn't in the will. The lawyer said it gently, practiced, almost sympathetic. But when Daniel stood to leave, the man stopped him, not with words, with hesitation. His hand rested on a sealed envelope, and he quietly slid it back into his briefcase. And for the first time since his mother died, Daniel realized something worse than grief was happening. Someone in that room already knew he'd been erased. Daniel hadn't spoken to his mother regularly in almost 3 years, not because of anger, because of distance. Life had become smaller than he planned. At 41, he was renting a 1-bedroom apartment above a tire shop in Dayton, Ohio. The ceiling vibrated every morning at 7 a.m. when compressors kicked on downstairs. His HVAC repair business had collapsed during the pandemic recovery period. Supply costs doubled. Clients delayed payments. He owed $38,200 in business debt, another $11,600 in medical bills from a surgery insurance only partially covered. His savings account held $412. When the hospital called about overdue balances, he sometimes let the phone ring just to feel like he still had control over something. So when his sister Clare called saying their mother had passed unexpectedly, Daniel drove 6 hours overnight, not out of obligation, out of guilt. The funeral was small. Clare handled everything. She always had. Standing beside the casket, she spoke confidently with guests, lawyers, and neighbors, moving through grief like an administrator managing paperwork. Daniel felt like a visitor at his own family's ending. Afterward, she hugged him briefly. "You should have called more," she whispered. It wasn't cruel, just factual. The will reading happened 2 days later. A modest law office, beige walls, old carpet. Claire sat upright, composed. Her husband Mark leaned back confidently, legs crossed. The attorney read calmly. Their mother's savings, approximately $312,000, went to Claire. The investment account, Claire. The life insurance, Claire. The family home had already been transferred into a living trust years earlier. Claire again. Daniel nodded slowly. He hadn't expected anything. Then the attorney cleared his throat. "There is one additional item." Claire frowned. The lawyer opened a folder. A secondary property located in Ashford County, listed as Parcel 18B, a residential structure transferred solely to Daniel Mercer. Daniel blinked. "I didn't know Mom owned anything else." Claire laughed softly. "Oh, that place." "What place?" "The old farmhouse," she said dismissively. "Grandpa's property. It's basically condemned." The lawyer slid a document forward. "The property carries outstanding taxes totaling $9,740. Daniel stared at it. "So she left me debt?" Claire shrugged. "You can refuse it." But Daniel hesitated. He couldn't explain why. Maybe because it was the only thing with his name attached. "I'll take it," he said quietly. Claire looked relieved. Too relieved. Ashford County sat 2 hours off the highway. The farmhouse appeared suddenly beyond overgrown fields. Weathered siding, collapsing fence, windows clouded with dust. It looked abandoned decades ago. Inside smelled like paper and damp wood. Furniture remained untouched, as if someone had walked out mid-conversation. Daniel expected anger. Instead, he felt curiosity. The tax paperwork listed ownership transferred to his mother only 18 months earlier. That didn't make sense. His grandfather died 15 years ago. Why would ownership change recently? In the kitchen, drawers contained neatly stacked receipts. Utilities paid, property taxes updated yearly. Someone had maintained this place quietly. Upstairs, 1 bedroom was locked. The key hung on a nail beside the frame. Inside sat a desk, empty except for a metal lockbox. No key. Daniel almost left it alone. Almost. He drove into town and bought bolt cutters. The lock snapped easily. Inside the box were folders, bank statements, property transfers, and something labeled Probate Revision, Confidential. His stomach tightened. The date read 6 months before his mother died. The document wasn't a will, it was a trust amendment, signed, witnessed, notarized. It outlined plans to divide assets equally between Daniel and Clare. Equal, 50-50. Daniel read it 3 times. His hands shook, because the signature looked genuine, and the notarization stamp matched the law office that handled the will reading. At the bottom sat a handwritten note from his mother. If anything changes, Daniel must know the truth about Ashford. Nothing else. No explanation. Just instruction. Daniel returned to the lawyer's office unannounced. The attorney stiffened when he saw the folder. "Where did you get that?" "Mom's property." The lawyer closed his office door. Long silence. "This document was never submitted with the final estate materials," he said carefully. "But it's valid, right?" The attorney hesitated. "It appears to be." Daniel felt heat rise in his chest. Then why wasn't it included? The attorney avoided eye contact. "I can't discuss internal matters." That was answer enough. Daniel left and called Clare. She sounded annoyed immediately. "You drove all the way back for paperwork? It says everything was supposed to be split." Silence, then a sigh. "Mom changed her mind near the end. There's no record of that." "She was sick, Daniel, confused." The line went quiet again. Then she added softly, "You weren't there. You don't know what things were like." The guilt landed exactly where she aimed it. But something felt rehearsed. That night, Daniel received a call from an unknown number, a man's voice. "You should sell the farmhouse. Who is this? It's not worth fighting over." Click. The line died. Daniel returned to the farmhouse, searching for anything explaining Ashford. In the attic, beneath insulation boards, he found a canvas bag. Inside were ledgers, handwritten, his grandfather's handwriting. The entries listed rental income from farmland leases, decades worth. Amounts grew larger over time. The final pages showed transfers into a trust account. Balance $1.8 million. Daniel froze. The farmhouse wasn't worthless. The land surrounding it had been leased to agricultural developers for years, quietly profitable. A note paperclipped to the ledger read, "Clare insists Daniel shouldn't know until he proves stability." Below it, his mother's handwriting again. "That isn't your decision." The argument had existed long before her death. Clare hadn't just inherited more, she had controlled information. Daniel drove straight to the county records office. Public filings confirmed it. The farmland lease renewed annually under a management authority granted to Clare as executor before their mother died. Clare had been handling income streams months earlier, which meant she knew the property's value when she encouraged him to refuse it. She expected him to walk away. The unwanted inheritance was supposed to disappear quietly. Daniel sat in his car for nearly an hour before calling her. "You knew," he said, when she answered. Silence. Then calm resignation. "Yes." "Why?" A long breath. "Because you disappear when things get hard," she said. "Mom worried you'd waste it. It wasn't yours to decide." "I took care of her," Clare snapped. "I handled everything while you lived your life. That doesn't mean you erase me." Her voice softened. "I didn't erase you. I protected what she built." Daniel realized then something worse than greed was driving her. Certainty. She believed she was right, and people who believe they're right rarely see betrayal. Daniel hired an estate litigation attorney. The process lasted 11 months. Depositions, financial audits, probate reviews. The missing amendment resurfaced formally when the attorney subpoenaed law office archives. It had been logged, then removed from submission instructions, not destroyed, just excluded. The lawyer claimed administrative confusion. Clare claimed their mother verbally revoked it. Neither explanation held completely. The settlement arrived quietly. Assets were redistributed partially, not evenly, but fairly enough that the court avoided trial.
Daniel received ownership of the farmhouse, the farmland leases, and a financial settlement totaling $620,000. Clare retained the primary estate and investment accounts. No public ruling declared wrongdoing. No apology came. At mediation's end, Clare approached him. "I did what I thought Mom wanted." Daniel nodded. "I know." He meant it. That was the hardest part. She wasn't a villain, just someone who believed responsibility granted authority. They hugged briefly. Awkward. Final. Daniel restored the farmhouse slowly, not luxuriously, carefully. He paid his debts, reopened a smaller HVAC business, visited the property every weekend. One autumn afternoon, while repairing a loose floorboard near the desk room, he discovered another envelope wedged beneath the frame, unsealed. Inside was a bank routing number and account reference. No bank name, no balance listed. Only a handwritten sentence from his mother. This was never about money. It was about who would look deeper. Daniel searched for months. The account never appeared in probate records, never surfaced in audits. Maybe it was closed, maybe transferred, maybe symbolic. He stopped trying eventually, because by then he understood something. The inheritance hadn't been the house, or the land, or even the money. It had been the choice to question what everyone else accepted. And sometimes the most valuable thing left behind isn't what someone gives you, it's what someone tried to keep you from finding.